what usually happens, cheers, is Josh gets home first, and then he cooks dinner, I get home, we eat dinner. So that's usually what happens. We've been baby-led weaning since 6 months old. So basically we cut everything like a finger so she could grab it and utilize it and eat with it at 6 months. We were super like excited about that. That's exactly what we knew we wanted to do. So we're happy that it worked out because she's literally been eating everything since then. She eats every vegetable, every fruit, every meat. She eats salmon, steak, pork, mushrooms, broccoli, literally everything. And now we don't have to cut it like that anymore. She kind of just does her own thing. Obviously, we're super careful, but I always recommend that to like anybody that has a child that's around that age, baby-led weaning. And I learned that the reason why it's called baby-led weaning is because they lead the way. At first I thought it was because they had to like free themselves from the lead somehow. I don't know, but I literally swear by it. It like saved our life. So now we literally just give her like full-blown meals. We give her breakfast, lunch, dinner, 2 snacks. For breakfast we make her like pancakes, banana and egg pancakes. We're super healthy, but with her, of course. With fruit, we make her like yogurt parfaits, and then lunch is like grilled cheese, quesadilla, whatever we have in the house, and then dinner she eats whatever we're eating. So like I'm eating the exact same thing as her, except it just looks a little different. So it's just much easier because then you have to just do much less. I feel like when you do baby food, it's like you're giving yourself so much more work. You'd rather just eat together and do the same stuff. So I definitely swear by baby-led weaning. Whoever doesn't do it, again, no shade, but say hi. Good job. Okay, so what are we eating today? We have quinoa, some grilled pork, avocado, tomato, and hummus pita. Yeah. We usually eat dinner all together, so this is mine. Dada usually sits right there, but he's camping, so we're gonna be doing this bedtime routine just us. Right, Charlie? Okay, so she's asleep. So tonight's nighttime routine has been a little different because Josh is not here, but usually right now is our time. So it's 7. I am making this card. And I'm eating mangoes, frozen mango. It's currently not Love Island season, but now would be a perfect time for me to watch Love Island or whatever it is. Josh usually just kind of does his own thing. And then we'll come to an agreement to like watch a show, our show. It's usually like New Girl or Schitt's Creek or Friends. So I feel like without independence, you're kind of like honestly screwed. I know a lot of people that do it that way and they're fine, but just for us, I feel like, I don't know. I mean, we both work all day and we come home and we obviously give Sunny all of our attention and we play with her and we give her everything that we possibly can, and then it's just kind of time for yourself. Honestly, we fall asleep at like 9:30ish because we both get up really early. So the key to a good nighttime routine is just honestly a routine. Children thrive with routines and schedules and the same thing over and over again. I read so many books. I read 12 Hours of Sleep by 12 Weeks, and then I read The Bringing Up Baby, the French parenting book, which honestly was so game-changing. It was like a cool story too. It was like this American woman who got pregnant when she was living in Paris with her boyfriend or her husband, and she kind of raised her first child in Paris, and she was just able to kind of compare the differences of parenting in America and in Europe, and a lot of things are different, and she kind of goes on to explain like the ways that she was able to learn that, and then she was kind of able to implement those certain things into her daily life and to her kids' life. So one of them was the sleep training, and routine was really big in that other book as well. Is really just as far as like literally at the same exact time all day long they're doing the same thing. So they're drinking their bottles at pretty much the same time, they're having their breakfast, their lunch, their dinner pretty much at the same time, they're having their snacks at the same time. So it's essentially like when the bath is running, or when she's having her bottle and we're reading her a book, or when we're putting on her pajamas and giving her a lotioned massage, which we do, she automatically will be like, oh, okay, it's bedtime. I think a lot of it goes into it when they're younger because they're kind of accustomed to it by now. Now it's just easy. Like I literally put her in her crib and like that's it. She does have a sleep suit. It's like this cute little like potato sack race looking thing with a zipper. And she has one stuffed animal in there. They're not allowed to use pillows or blankets yet, but she like literally loves her bed. She loves her crib. She loves her own room. She's been in her own room since she was 4 months old. And honestly, I mean, we don't have a large house. We have a ranch. So it's not like she's on the other side of the house. She's literally right next door to us. So at 4 months old, we felt more than comfortable putting her in her own space. Both me and Josh are super like, we try to be super independent. So we wanted the same thing for her. And honestly, it worked. Like she is super independent, especially when it comes to her sleep. So this is one of the biggest pros of having that nighttime routine and having that just routine in general is just you're able to have so much more freedom. Not as much flexibility because, for instance, I brought her to the campsite last night to drop Josh off, and it was like 8 o'clock. So like usually she's in bed. She's not used to not being in bed by that time. She actually was pretty good. She is getting older, so it's good to kind of like practice that flexibility, and of course we want that flexibility, but I think the key is to just staying consistent most of the time. So if I could say one tip, it's just really just coming up with that like routine and doing the exact same thing every single night as far as like time wise and then like pattern wise. So like 6:30 bottle, 6:45 bath, room, brushing her teeth, or if they're not brushing their teeth yet, and then we like lotion massage her, we put her pajamas on, brush her hair, put her in her sleep suit, and put her to sleep. So like automatically they know what's going on and they know what's supposed to happen, and I feel like in their head they kind of feel comfort in knowing what's going on, because I feel like that's what we all do. It's like why we like love like our comfort shows and our comfort songs, and like I think human beings just enjoy knowing what's coming, and when they don't know what's coming, that's where like the anxiety stems from. So it could just be me, I could just be making this up, but I think it's also the same thing with kids. So here we are, this is our nighttime routine, but like the world's our oyster at this point. Like, of course, love you, Sunny. We would love to spend all the time in the world with you, but you can't be your best self and you can't be like the best parent ever if you don't give yourself time. Tomorrow's a big day. I'm bringing Sunny to the campsite. And we're gonna hang out there all day, so hopefully she does well. She loves the dirt. She loves getting dirty. She'll like wash her hands in the dirt and then like massage herself with it. It's really unreal. So we're definitely gonna have to take another bath tomorrow. But I'm taking her all day tomorrow, coming back home. Josh is gonna stay there all weekend. And then tomorrow I do have my Nana coming over to watch her, and I'll be going there to hang out there without her. I do have my niece's baptism kind of right in the middle, so I'll be leaving for the baptism for a bit and then coming back to the campsite to have my camping evening without Sunny, and I'm going to sleep there. And I don't love leaving her, but again, I feel like it's really good for you as an individual and also as a couple, as a relationship. My mom always reminds me how important it is to like do stuff for your relationship, especially when you have a new baby. So this is gonna, I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is probably gonna be really short, and I honestly don't even know where this was going, but I just figured it would be a perfect opportunity because I was here by myself. So I was able to kind of show you a normal evening plus Josh. So next time I see you, we'll probably be in the woods. Bye.